Hi guys, Andrea Mills here. Today I want to show you how easy it is to make your own herbal capsules. I like to take herbs for a lot of things, and it can get expensive when you have to buy bottles of them, but it's super easy to make your own. I use my little capsule machine and it makes 24 capsules. It says in as little as 2 minutes. That's not quite true because it takes you like a couple of minutes to fill up the capsule machine with the capsules, and then you have to put the powder in and all that, but it still is pretty fast. You can actually buy really big capsule machines too that will do like 100 or even 300 or 400 capsules at a time, but they're pretty pricey. But if this is something that you are really going to get into, that's always a possibility. So to make capsules, we first take our empty gelatin capsules and pull them apart and put the big end into the capsule machine and fill all the spaces, and we put the small end of the capsule into the lid of the machine. Then we put our herb powder onto the empty capsules and spread it around. The little card thing comes with it, although I've lost mine before and I've just used like a gift card that I had. Then we tamp it down with the tamper. Add more herbs and rub them around again and tamp again. And if you want, you can do it a third time or even a fourth time, but I usually call it good after 2 or 3 times. Then we put the lid onto the capsule machine and press down, and it pops all the capsules together, and there you have some completed capsules. As I take them out, I usually squeeze them tight together and drop them into a jar. You actually don't even need to have a capsule machine to make your own capsules. Dr. Christopher talked about how he would just put the powder into a bowl, and then he would take the 2 halves of the capsule and then just scoop it through the powder and pop the 2 halves together and fill them that way. So I'm not sure if it'd actually be slower or faster, because with the time it takes to fill the capsule machine, it might be just as fast to sit them and do them that way. You wouldn't get quite as much herbs in them, but they still obviously work well. That's how he did it for his customers when he was an herbalist. So this is a jar of powdered herbs that I use for the lower bowel formula, and I'll share that with you in a little bit. You can buy herbs that are already powdered like this and mix them together, or you can buy herbs that are whole, like, you know, leaves like you would get for tea or something like that, that are like the whole leaf or chunks of the roots, and you can powder them yourself in like a coffee grinder, or you could use a mortar and pestle if you had one of those, although that would take a lot more time. You don't even have to use herbs. If you wanted to make capsules with like vitamins or minerals, I buy a lot of those kinds of powders from off of Amazon, but Bulk Supplements is the brand, and you can buy bags of like powdered vitamin C or powdered or magnesium or any of those kinds of, they have a ton of different powders like that, and so you could use those to make capsules if you take a lot of those kinds of supplements. You can even do a combo. You could do mixing in those kind of mineral supplements in with your herbs and mix up your powders and then fill your capsules that way. So you can use single herbs or you can use mixes of different things. This is a jar of the lower bowel formula that I made for someone who had been on laxatives, both over-the-counter and prescription, for years and always had trouble. All the herb capsules you make turn out brown, just different shades of brown. But anyways, he started taking these and he was so excited. He called me and said that he'd had 2 bowel movements in a day. He said that was the first time in his life that he'd ever had 2 bowel movements in a day, and it was just like he was ecstatic over it. For me, back when Eden was a new baby and I'd had a lot of stress with life that was happening with my mom being sick and things like that, I had started having a lot of pain in my side after I would eat, and it would last for an hour or 2 after I would eat. And when I used the lower bowel formula for just, I don't know, a few days. The pain went away and it never has come back. So that was 7 years ago. I used it for a long time. How you're supposed to take it is you do 2 capsules 3 times a day, and then if that's not getting things moving, then you can take more than that. Dr. Christopher talked about one lady taking like 45 capsules a day until she got things moving, and then she was able to back off. But if you start to get diarrhea, then you can actually cut back to, you know, fewer than that until for me, I eventually just stopped taking them because I didn't need them. Anyway, so many troubles that people have are just remedied just by getting your body eliminating properly. So this is a really great formula, and you can actually buy them. As I said, you can buy them off of Dr. Christopher's Herb Shop website, or you can buy them off of Amazon, or if you really want to make a lot and save money, you can buy the herbs in bulk. I get mine from Mountain Rose Herbs, and you can get the empty capsules from them too. I also buy a lot of my capsules from Azure Standard, but then you can fill your own, and you can also customize them. These ones actually are missing the cayenne pepper because sometimes when you take them, you'll have like a little afterburn from the cayenne, and I thought the person I was making these for would probably stop taking them if that happened, so I did not put the cayenne in, but it still worked for him. So anyways, I hope that you guys will maybe give this a try of making your own capsules. If you do, I would love it if you would come on to my Facebook page and leave me a picture and tell me about that. So thank you guys for coming over today. We have more videos coming out soon on more healing at home. So I look forward to seeing you guys again very soon.